Well, Kim, obviously you guys go down, come almost all the way back. As far as the whole thing is concerned, tell me how you kind of come away from this one feeling about this game.
I mean, I feel like I'm the big reason why we were in that situation. I gave them 14 points by myself. So just gotta take care of the ball. Gotta take care of the ball. If I don't give them 14 points, we end up winning this game. So, I take a lot on my shoulders. But at the end of the day, I feel like offensively we had better execution in this game. But we just gotta limit turnovers.
Yeah, what it seemed like on the first fumble, it seemed like the ball came out late, and then on the last one, the ball still went forward, so 10, 15 yards. Just kind of walk me through those two plays and kind of what you were told as far as the kind of why those were ruled the way they were.
I mean, the first fumble, quarterbacks need just got to hold on to the ball. They're going to be ripping at it late, so that's on me. I thought I was throwing the ball forward on the scoop and score they had, but don't put the game in the ref's decision. I gotta move better in the pocket, get the ball out faster. So just clean those things up. We'll be back next week.
What because Jake was just in here and he was talking about the ball security, how important that is. Where do you feel you kind of are with that, and what is it going to take to kind of sort that out?
I feel like I've grown in ball security, especially these 2 years. Once I first got here to Washington State, but it showed up again today that it's something that I got to continuously work on. And anytime you put your team in a situation like I did, it's hard to fight out of, and we did. We did it. I'm doing that, but we didn't execute enough plays as a whole, to win this game. But the good thing is, we still control our destiny. We got to go 2-0 these last 2 weeks to get a bowl game, which we're very capable of doing. We got a good opponent in Colorado. Then we're gonna end it off with the Apple Cup. So we just gotta go 2-0. Not look in the past and just focus on the present and the future and go get a win next week.
I think they had. I'll make sure really quickly, but they I want to see 6 sacks. Yeah, 6 sacks. How many of those do you feel like were on you to kind of maybe hold on to the ball too long, and how many do you feel like you had some pressure going on and kind of break those down for?
I know for sure majority of them were on me. 4 for sure. I know of. I was counting during the game, and that's just just going through progressions. Throwing to the first read is there, second read is there. It's hard to play O line. You ask me to go play O line, I might give up a sack every play. So, I always try to motivate those guys. They're going to be the reason why we be successful on offense. But I always believe in those front five up there. And with Essa going down, being able to put Raw and then Christian move over to left tackle. I feel like it was good for us, but just gotta do my job better, and I'll put us in a better situation next week.
How much have you thought about? I mean, you have 2 games left this season, obviously. What's kind of the long term outlook? How do you get the most out of these last 2 games to make sure this isn't kind of season ends?
Just having fun and enjoying time with the guys. A lot of us come from different backgrounds. A lot of us had different stories to get here. We had some guys who were 4 stars, 5 stars out of high school. We had some guys who were 3 stars or 0 stars out of high school. So it's just always keeping it fun, having a great relationship with teammates. So that's really what keeps me motivated, keeps the team motivated. But I know we'll bounce back next week against a good opponent, and that's going to be the start to us trying to get bowl eligibility.
Dean, this is the kick at the end. But you still had 3 timeouts. You guys you end up getting the ball back. What's kind of the approach in those last like 30 or I don't even know how long it was, and just kind of walk you through that drive.
Get a stop and put Dean in this situation to go take it to overtime again. I feel very confident if we put him in that situation again, he would have made the field goal. But I know how Dean's feeling right now. But if we had given that opportunity again at the end of the game, I would 100% trust Dean to go get the job done. So we just gonna take it is for what it is. Look at the film. I'm sure everyone had a bad play every now and then, but that's just also that we got to clean up as a team.
And then for Leo to come in and give you guys 66 yards on the ground, Bobby pointed out that he didn't lose any yards. Neither did the events. I'm curious, like with the Leo, kind of what you saw out of him, and for a record for a true freshman to come in there and do that. What you think of that?
It was awesome to see. Leo, who's waited his turn his entire season, he doesn't get the reps that he really wants since he got here. But to see him run the ball the way he did, hard downhill, it was inspiring for sure because he gave us a little bit more drive, knowing that we can run a little bit more inside zone, outside zone with him and Javinsky. So those two, they stepped up big time for us. And, those two are great at picking up blitzes. And they're going to be a big reason why we win next week.
And then last thing, not having Shaw out there, I know he's on the other side of the ball, but not having the captain out there, I'm curious kind of what effect you feel like that had.
Paul's always motivating for us, even when he's down. So anytime, 6-9 a game, obviously we want to play for us. But Shaw, he's the ultimate competitor in practice, in games, weight room, everything. So, once we get him back out healthy, I'm sure he'll contribute a lot to the defense.
What do you know about kind of like the reason why he wasn't out there tonight? It sounds like it was kind of an injury.
I don't know the injury specific, but I know if he could play, he would. So hopefully he's healthy next week, and hopefully he'll help us against Colorado.